What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV, the Sonos Sub Mini. This is going to be the review, and I'll tell you straight up, there's a massive difference with the Sonos Sub Mini, and I absolutely love it. It works really, really great. So I'm going to show you first. I'll show you how it feels and looks in a smaller type room like I do here in my little theater room, and then I'll also show you it in a bigger room as well, connected to an Arc. So first of all, let's check out the sound of it connected with a Sonos Beam Gen 2 in a smaller type environment.
This is our only chance. We have to take it. It's Godzilla. Our only chance. We have to take it. It's Godzilla.
It looks great in a home theater setup. It's not too big, but it's also not tiny, because if it was too small, you wouldn't get probably really any sound out of it. And that's what I love about it. It's not too big, it's not too small, it's like a perfect size, especially for a small or medium-sized room. Now, I will test it in a bigger size room as well to give you my thoughts on that, but so far, so good. And it's very simplistic, just like most subwoofers are. It was very easy to set up. I have a video on that, which is linked down below if you want to know how to set it up. Just the whole overall process of everything Sonos, as you'll find if you're new to it or old to it, is just so simple and easy to get going. One plug literally plugs into the power of your house, and then I have it connected wirelessly to my Sonos Beam Gen 2. It has some Sonos branding right there, 2 openings for the subwoofer on each side. And then other than that, there is a button around here, like a multifunction button that will get it connected if you need to reset it or anything like that. So hopefully you guys could hear the difference between having the sub connected to the Beam Gen 2 and not. Now, it's a huge, massive difference, a huge difference. If you're in the room with me, or if you have one of these and you connect it with and without, again, it's massive. It is to the point where, you know, you have the Sonos Beam Gen 2 and you're like, dude, that sounds really good. But then when you go from that to both of them, it's massive. You have to, it's just so great, because what happens is some of the bass and all that stuff that, you know, the low end type stuff gets sent over to the subwoofer, allowing this to be freed up and not have to use so much power. So you get more immersive, better sound to it. And it's just so great. I'm completely happy in that regard using the subwoofer, the mini subwoofer, Sub Mini, with the Beam Gen 2, it's awesome. It just sounds so good. So I would definitely give it a huge thumbs up. Now, I can't compare it to the other subwoofer they have on the market, the one that's like $700+. This one is $429, and I have to say, I would definitely say it is a must buy with this system in a small to medium sized room. But now let's try the Sub Mini in a larger room connected to an Arc and compare the differences.
We need calm. We need calm.
Okay, so with this room, I had it set up to my Arc over right there, and I put the subwoofer kind of to the right of the TV, and ultimately it definitely sounds great with this as well. This room is fairly large, you can see. You know, it goes into my kitchen, and then you got the living room, all that stuff over there. And I have to admit, it definitely improves the overall sound to the point where I would suggest it for a large room as well. Now, does it seem to make as much of an impact as it does in a smaller to mid-size room? Probably not, but enough to where I would rather, I'm completely satisfied and happy with the sound of the Sub Mini in a larger type environment. So I'm going to definitely get one for my theater room, and I'll keep this one for now in connected with my Arc. So overall, I would say definitely buy it. If you were looking for a subwoofer, you don't have that big giant one, and you want to get some really nice sounding bass that overall gives you the ability to have really full sounding music and movies and games, definitely pull it out because it sounds great. I'm very, very satisfied with it. It gets pretty thunderous in a way that it's not going to be like, whoa, it's too much, but plenty enough to make you satisfied. Again, I haven't tried that bigger one that they have, so I don't know. Maybe that completely is destroying everything you have, but I'm very, very happy with that little guy over there. He's big enough, he's strong enough, and he can do pretty much anything that I personally would need. And like I said, small, medium, or large size room, I think you'd be pretty happy with it, and the price tag is just right at $429. All the products that I spoke about today, from the Beam Gen 2 in the other room to the Arc to the new Sub Mini, are all linked down below for you to pick up. I recommend all of them. I love all these Sonos products. I have them all throughout my house, and I love them. They're so easy to set up and so easy to use. Have a great day, and if you want to watch my setup video, it is linked down below, and we'll see you down the road. Peace!